Hello one and all, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Johnny's Guitar Nook. I'm Johnny, these are my guitars, this is my Nook, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the main riff, and pretty much the whole song really, of ELO, Don't Bring Me Down. Now this song can be played many different ways. It's basically power chords and then just some notes. But this is the way that I like to play this song live, and the way that I've found is easiest, even though I'm sure if we go to that intro bit, you can find plenty of mistakes in that simple part. But in general, this is the easiest way to play this riff. So what you're doing here is you start with an E power chord, and I'll take my effects off for this so that you can hear what the guitar is and not what all the magic is doing. And all we're doing is an E to a D, to a C, to an A. Those are the power chords. Now I've seen it done where people go. I think this sounds best using the old technique where you take out that bottom root note and only do those top two strings. Instead of having that root note in there, we're just going to take that out, and now it'll sound more like this. And with the bass and the keyboard in there, you really don't notice that bottom note out. And actually, I think it sounds better if we do leave it out. And then because we're playing it without that bass note, we can make these fingerings a little easier up top using only those two strings. So what I like to do here is, again, we start with the E chord with this lick. I like to slide up from the D to the E. So it is the 7th frets on the 4th and 3rd string into the 9th frets on the 4th and 3rd string. You can finger, I would recommend either 3rd and 4th finger, only 4th finger, or 3rd finger. And then we can just walk it down. So it makes those power chords a lot easier. We slide up, again, however you want, 4th finger, 3rd finger, or both. Use our 2nd finger to play the D, 1st finger to play the C. And then to make sure I get a nice clean chord down here, because I don't want any extra noise, I like to do my 2nd and 3rd finger for that A chord. So playing that slowly, it's a slide, 2nd finger, 1st finger, and then 3rd and 4th, or 2nd and 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 5th string and 4th string. So then that first lick becomes really easy. Instead of having to go, it's just right here. So that's the very first part. Next we go. So all the power chords we'll be doing will be the same two notes, take out the root. So the next lick is A, C, D, D, A, C, D, D. And we're going to have, start with that A. So 2nd and 3rd finger, or 3rd and 4th finger, 7th fret, 5th and 4th string. 1st finger to play the 5th fret on the 4th and 3rd string. And 3rd finger to play the D chord on the 4th and 3rd string. A lot of words, but it's pretty simple if you look at what my hand is doing. And then that goes back into the main riff, and our hand is already right there to be able to do that. So we have then to finish out this riff, we have a C chord, a G chord, and a D. Take it. So here, since we're down at the 5th fret, we use our first finger. Same first finger, so that starts on the 4th and 3rd string, 5th fret. Then we go 5th fret on the 5th and 4th string. 3rd finger on the 7th fret, 4th and 3rd string. And then again, we are right in position to do our slide into the main riff. So I'll play through that once, the full thing, a little bit slow, and you can listen to how it sounds, what it looks like. So that's that whole first riff. You play through that 2 times. Then there's a little, I believe it's 8 beats of rest for the guitar. And then you go into this easy part, where I don't have much of a technique to help you with the fingering, but just to tell you how to play it, it goes open, open, 1, 2, so, and then 4, 5, 5. And this is the rhythm, and this is all on the bottom string. 4, 5, 5, 5, open. Then at the end of that, we play an open E string, and it's right back into the main riff. And that's about it for this whole song. Towards the end, the guitar riff changes a little. Instead of it goes with a chromatic. It goes that's about it. That's the whole song. So why don't we try to play it with that drum beat again, up to speed, and we'll see what it sounds like. And I'll turn on my effects. I recommend using a distortion and a little bit of a chorus. So my guitar, maybe a little too much treble in there, but let's go for it. Now, the intro to this song, I will mention, has some interesting timing. It comes in on the, I believe, the 3rd beat of the 3rd measure. Normally you would think it would go through a pattern of 4, and then the guitars would come in. You'll listen. I'll come in when it does in the song, and then when you listen to the recording, you can see if it makes sense. So here we go. ELO, Don't Bring Me Down. It's played at about 116 beats per minute, so I recommend you practice at that speed. 2, 1, 2, 3. No, 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 no. So that's my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm working on these. I know sometimes my brain or hands work not exactly coherently. So I'm working on these. I'm going to edit this one because there's some parts where I messed up a little bit. But please let me know what you think. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I genuinely want to know what you think. Again, I am Johnny. These are my guitars, and this is my Nook. And thank you for joining me for my tutorial of ELO, Don't Bring Me Down. Have a lovely day.